Germany's recent decision to support expanding the supervisory powers of the European Securities and Markets Authority marks a notable change in its regulatory stance. By backing these plans, Germany is aligning itself with broader European efforts to centralize financial supervision. This move would shift oversight from its national regulator, BaFin, to ESMA, the EU's top markets watchdog. The goal is to create more consistent standards and reduce market fragmentation, paving the way for greater integration and stability within the EU's financial landscape. Building on this momentum, the EU is now turning its attention to how centralization can address challenges in emerging sectors. A key part of this centralization is the Markets in Crypto Assets, or MiCA, framework, which seeks to establish unified standards for crypto service providers across Europe. By consolidating regulatory authority under ESMA, the EU aims to overcome the complications of differing national rules, making cross-border operations smoother and strengthening financial stability. This approach supports both traditional financial institutions and the rapidly evolving crypto sector. As ESMA's responsibilities grow, the implications for national regulators are becoming more pronounced. As ESMA assumes direct authority over major firms and cross-border platforms, national regulators such as BaFin in Germany and the AMF in France may find their roles shifting. The intention is to harmonize regulatory standards, simplifying compliance for companies throughout the EU. However, this also means that decisions affecting domestic financial institutions will increasingly be made at the European level. While supporters argue this will lower compliance costs and foster integration, critics worry that local expertise and adaptability could be compromised. The debate centers on finding the right balance between centralized oversight and national flexibility. Proponents of a unified regulatory approach believe that centralized supervision will enhance investor protection and bring greater transparency to financial markets. They expect streamlined oversight to promote stability and benefit both institutions and consumers. On the other hand, critics caution that increased centralization could slow decision-making and introduce bureaucratic obstacles, potentially limiting innovation, especially in dynamic sectors like crypto. These contrasting views highlight the ongoing challenge of balancing regulatory consistency with efficiency as the conversation evolves. Looking ahead, the long-term impact of granting ESMA greater authority remains to be seen. Unified supervision could make European markets safer and more competitive, attracting investment and supporting growth. Yet centralization may also slow responses and create new administrative burdens, which could hinder innovation and flexibility. Ultimately, the effectiveness of this shift will depend on how well the EU manages the interplay between harmonized oversight and national autonomy. This pivotal moment has the potential to redefine financial regulation across Europe.